Welcome back to another video, guys. Today's video is about how to get more views on YouTube as a beginner. My name's Fabio, and if it's the first time that you're on this video, consider subscribing because we learn about everything YouTube and media and how to make your videos better. One of the biggest obstacles for new beginner YouTubers is how to get those initial views on your videos so that your channel can grow and so you can get more subscribers. In fact, a few of my subscribers have reached out to me over the last few weeks and asked me about this particular problem and how to solve it. So this is a shout out to John Gule and a few of the others who have reached out to me specifically on Facebook and on YouTube and asked me how we can get more views on their channel. Now, the biggest misconception is that if I just go out and I create videos and I post it on YouTube, the views are going to come and my subscribers are going to grow and my channel is going to grow. And there's nothing more further from the truth than that. You need to start becoming purposeful with your content. Now, what I mean about this is the last thing you want to do is create a random act of content, like Sean Cannell says. You don't want to create a piece of content over there and a piece of content over here and they don't have nothing to do with each other and they don't correlate with each other. With no purpose or direction with what you want to achieve as an outcome for your video, how can you expect viewers to view your video from beginning to end and enjoy it? We need to start and begin with what is the purpose of this video. So sit back and relax, as this video is going to be jam-packed with information that you're not going to want to miss. So get comfortable, get a notepad, get a pen, and sit back and enjoy. So the first thing you're going to want to do before taking out your camera and pressing that record button is to research the topic of your video. So the easiest way of doing this is to physically go onto YouTube, go into the search bar, start typing in your keyword phrase that you'd like to rank for, and you'll see that YouTube auto-completes and gives you suggestions on topics that people are searching for on their search engine. Now remember, YouTube is the second largest search engine on the planet, right after Google, who owns YouTube. So by using these as telltale signs of what people are searching for is a great point to start. Now yes, there's a lot of tools out there like TubeBuddy, vidIQ, and one of the tools that I'm using recently, which is Keywords Everywhere, which gives you a great idea of how this keyword suits your channel and what kind of search volume there is for this particular term. If you want to know a bit more about Keywords Everywhere, check the link in the description below. There is a free version and a paid version, so it's a solution that fits everyone's needs according to your budget. Remember, you're going to want to find a keyword that best suits your channel. So looking for long tail keywords for smaller channels is a better way of getting out there and getting views on your channel for keywords that are less competitive. Remember, as a small YouTuber, you're not going to have the reach or the demand for your content yet. And trying to compete with big channels that have over 500,000 or 1 million subscribers is going to be extremely difficult for you. So you need to niche a bit further down and find a keyword that is a bit more specific on the topic that you are trying to reach out for. So now that you've researched, planned, and created your video, we need to rank it. I'm sure it goes without saying that if no one sees your video, no one's going to click on it and you're not going to get any views. So that's right, we're going to be talking about SEO, or search engine optimization. We need to try and get the algorithms to work in our favor. And yes, I said algorithms because there is more than one algorithm on the YouTube platform. The whole point of SEO is to help YouTube understand what our video is about and to get them to put that video in front of the right audience so that YouTube can best serve their viewers and keep them on the platform. YouTube is a business after all, and their aim is to keep people on their platform watching video after video so that they can make money. I'll talk about that in an upcoming video at a later stage. So how do we rank our videos? So we've selected a search term by using tools like Keywords Everywhere, TubeBuddy, and vidIQ, and we've confirmed that this is a term that people are searching for. Next, we're going to want to use these terms in our title, our description, our tags, and there's one more thing that YouTube does to find out what your video is about. So what they do is they convert your video into captions and subtitles so that they can better understand what your video is about. So this is why I've verbally said in my videos a few times now that this video is about how to get more views on YouTube for beginners, as this is going to help the algorithm better understand that that is the purpose of this video and the ultimate outcome that I'd like to achieve. So I haven't used this in a spammy way. I've edited it in naturally into conversation while I'm talking into the video. And one thing you need to be aware of is to be very careful not to keyword stuff. Now, if you don't know what keyword stuffing is, let me give you a short understanding of what it means. Let's say you were making a video about beautiful cats. Keyword stuffing would be saying in your description, cats, beautiful pink cats, beautiful Siamese pink cats, and continuing to say it over and over in a way that is not natural, not organic, and is spammy. That would make your video get negatively impacted, and the reach that you could have gotten from that video is not going to be achieved because of the spamming effect that you're doing on your descriptions. However, if you use this in a natural, normal way and scatter the keywords around the paragraphs as you're writing your descriptions, you're going to ultimately get the algorithm to favor your content and push it out there. Also, by adding the search term in your title, your tags, your thumbnails, your description, and verbally in your videos, you're re-emphasizing to the algorithm what your video is about. And all this information together is known as metadata. Don't overlook the importance of your thumbnail. A lot of creators will create their video, and as a last thing on their list, they'll quickly create a thumbnail without any planning, and this will negatively impact your video's reach and your click-through rate. Now, if your video is being put out there by YouTube and no one is clicking on it, it has a lot to do with your thumbnails and your titles. If your title is not intriguing and your thumbnail is not something that suits your video and doesn't make sense to your video, people are not going to actually click on it, and you're not going to get the views that you want to get. It's also been proven that having a face on your thumbnail improves the likelihood of someone actually clicking on it. So take that into consideration when doing your research. Now, what I mean by research is have a look at your competitors' videos and what they've used as thumbnails, and see if it's working or isn't working. And what I mean by working or isn't working, are they getting views? What colors are they using? And take that into consideration when you're creating a thumbnail. You want to stand out from the crowd. You don't want to blend in. So you might want to think about choosing different colors or bolder colors so that your thumbnail pops. And by standing out from the crowd, you're going to get those clicks, which is going to increase your click-through rate, which is a telltale sign to YouTube that your content is good and that people want to watch it. And they're going to start recommending it under the suggested section. Don't forget to do from time to time a channel audit on your videos in the past and having a look at their click-through rate and seeing what is working and what isn't working. And if you have an out of the norm low click-through rate, you might want to consider changing up your thumbnail and your title for that video to see if it can improve. Now, I'll talk about click-through rates later in a different video and elaborate a bit more about that. So if you're enjoying this video so far, remember to hit that like button so that I have a good indication of how many of you are actually enjoying this type of content, okay? Now, another way of getting views on your channel is by doing collaborations with other creators. Now, yes, in the beginning, you're going to get a lot of people saying no to you, and that's okay. Just don't give up. Keep on reaching out to other creators and making sure that their channel and your channel have a good fit and would make sense for a collaboration between the two of you. Luckily, I'm in a unique position where collaborations with my channel would make sense. Where if I'm approaching a channel which is about entertainment and they are teaching my channel about how to make better entertainment videos, and I'm teaching their audience about how to create better videos and how to create better content for YouTube and how to get better reach, it makes sense perfectly because we can add value to both audiences. So keep that in mind when you think about someone who you want to collaborate with. Are you going to be able to add value to their audience, and are they going to be able to add value to your audience? On the point about value, remember when reaching out to a creator about a collaboration, don't just send an email or a text or a DM and say, hey, can we collaborate? No. Reach out, add value first, and then once you've added the value and you've created that initial relationship, then consider asking about a collaboration. Now, one of the great ways of doing this is I go through the creators' messages on YouTube or jump over to their Instagram and go through their messages, and I have a look at questions that people are asking, common questions, and I reach out to that creator and I say, hey, I've been going through some of the comments on your posts and I've noticed that a lot of your audience is asking about this. This is after I've created that initial relationship. And once I've done that, then I say, hey, my channel's about growing on YouTube. Can we do a collaboration together which will answer your audience and expose my audience to you and help us both grow? It's a win-win situation. I've provided value by giving them that initial information. And yes, they could turn around and say no and create the video on their own, and that's also okay. But I've done the legwork and I've put myself out there and I've provided value first. And ultimately, by providing value first, you are going to build that relationship stronger. And if you collaborate and you do a great video, you're going to make room for future collaborations. You're going to want to consider promoting your channel and positioning yourself as an authority in the niche that you're talking about. And a great way to do this is by going to your fellow creators in a similar niche, going through their comments and answering any questions that they might have not had the time to answer. This is going to expose your channel to people who are after solutions to their problems and they're going to check out your channel, and this is going to help you grow your channel organically. Now, don't go and be spammy and start posting links and things like that on their channel, because that's the quickest way of getting yourself banned. But be genuine and be upfront, and just be kind and friendly, and join the conversation and offer solutions to any problems they might have. This will also at times help the creator of that video by seeing solutions and help them create future videos, and also potentially collaborate with you in the future. If the person in the comments area wants to talk further about this and you don't want to spam the creator's comments, you could always jump over to a DM section either on Facebook or Instagram and have better communication and share links and talk about things further. This is also a great way of helping you find out ideas to create future videos and help you understand what the audience is actually looking for. What questions do they want answers to? What solutions are they looking for? Now, another great thing that you can do is by joining the community and joining Facebook groups in your niche and providing solutions. Joining the conversation and talking to people about problems that they might have. This is a great way, once again, to help you find future video ideas, but also get people to get interested in you and trying to find out who you are. And by doing this, you can once again organically promote your channel in a nice, non-spammy way. Remember that these last few points that I've told you about, you don't want to go and spam, because you will be blocked. You will be banned from those pages. And also, you are being disrespectful to that creator. So go over there, provide service, provide value, be nice, be kind, and just join the community. Get people to know who you are. Now, although all of this that I've told you is really going to help you, ultimately there is only one guaranteed way of getting YouTube to suggest your videos. YouTube themselves have come out on the Creator Academy and said that the algorithms will follow the viewer. So you also need to follow the viewer. You need to make super interesting videos that is going to provide them with a ton of value. Wow them each time they come out. Make it interesting so that they watch your full video, because the more they watch of your video gives YouTube a better indication of how good your content is. And ideally you want them to watch the video right through. And this is the best way of getting your channel to blow up and get YouTube to suggest your videos to the correct viewers. If no one is liking, commenting or subscribing to your channel, you might want to consider changing things up to make it more interesting for the viewer. Ultimately, this is all about the viewer. YouTube wants to get viewers watching videos, staying on the platform for as long as possible. Lastly, guys, remember that I truly appreciate you. If I've added value to your life, remember to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel to see videos in the future. And I'll see you, yes, all of you, in the next video, guys. Cheers. Notes and notes and notes and notes. Remember to plan your video, guys.